Yo, 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 yo. We in the building. We in the building. Shout out to my guy, Leader. Leader, since you are the first person in chat, you have to let me know if the audio sounds good or not. You know we do this every week. Every week I need to know if I sound good. You can hear me perfectly. I had audio issues, so it took me like 15 minutes to figure out why I could only hear out of one ear. Crazy shit. But you know, since you're the line leader here, you have to let me know if my audio is good. Shout out to everybody else who's in the chat right now. Looks like we've got 7 people out there. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to everybody. Let yourself be known in the chat right now. My mic is unmuted, so I'm pretty sure we're good. The audio is great. See? That's why I fuck with you, Leader. That's why I fuck with you. You a real one. Tony Robinson, what's good? Dipped in butter. Dog, Cat, where have you been? Where have you been? I'm seeing y'all in the chat, but like I ain't seeing y'all in real life. Cat, where you been, dog? Tony Robinson, I ain't seeing you in the chat. Where you been, dog? I'm just saying. I'm just trying to see what's up with my guys. See what's up with the squad homies. That's all I want to do. But thank y'all for showing up today. Appreciate y'all. Absolutely appreciate y'all. I heard Steve Harvey's suits are used to make parachutes. We gonna talk about Cat Williams. We gonna talk about Steve. We gonna talk about SETI. We gonna talk about all that. But not right away. Not right away. Let me build into that. Shout out to Perp in the chat as well. Still got to get you on. I'm going to hit you in the DMs eventually. I got to get everything figured out, but we're going to get you back on the pod. Okay, so I hope y'all had a wonderful New Year's. Hope y'all had a wonderful Christmas. Hope the holidays was great. I am going to slow down a bit today because, hey, we got a little bit more time. Y'all ain't got nowhere to go today. So, slow things down a little bit. Let's see here. Mojet, yo, perfect timing for the live. Appreciate you, my boy. Mr. TubeU92, shout out to you, sir. Look, we just getting into things. Like I said, I'm going to slow things down a little bit. I got a lot to talk about. Cat Williams, dog. Cat Williams. Behind the Cape, got a few things to talk about. So, I'm going to get into it. Let's start off with Behind the Cape. Let's see if I can pull my window up. Oh, you already see the rock. Okay. I'm going to start off with some losses for Disney. We talked about last week how the sales for Disney haven't been so good lately. Let's talk about some things that are losses for Disney that have nothing to do with sales. The first thing, as you can see, maybe, is that Mickey Mouse is now in the public domain after 95 years of Disney copyright, which means they've held on to it for as long as they could, but now it's up for fair use. And this is the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse. So like the earliest version from the 20s is now public domain. So it's pretty much up for Mickey Mouse. It's free reign for Mickey Mouse. And they wasted absolutely no time because they already have a trailer out for a Mickey Mouse horror flick. Let's check it out.
These are the best party that we can throw.
I've seen some rejections in my time, but man, that was a lot.
There's blood all over the jungle gym.
Blood.
Yes.
Yeah, he's like completely in love with me already. It's totally disgusting.
Put the phone down! Put the phone down, please!
I was like, dude, I've already started.
No, Gina, turn around, please, Gina!
I'll be right back.
And he's dead.
What?
Like if he was in a horror movie, you'd never say, I'll be right back. Because then you don't.
All right. All right, we get the gist. I'm not going to cap. It doesn't seem like it's going to be the most scariest movie or anything like that, but Blood and Honey also didn't seem like it was going to be the scariest movie. The obvious sell is that it's Mickey Mouse is the killer, right? Just like Winnie the Pooh being the killer was the obvious sell there. So for what it's worth, it does seem like it's going to do what it's going to do already based off of the fact that it's Steamboat Willie. I have not checked out Blood and Honey for Winnie the Pooh yet, but I'm sure people enjoyed it for what it was. It's Winnie the Pooh is the killer. Doesn't seem very scary, but it is what it is. You're entertained by the fact that it's Winnie the Pooh killing people. And I didn't really necessarily like the fact that they were doing all these little tongue-in-cheek, that would happen in a horror movie jokes. But I'm not expecting Mickey's Mousetrap to be anything crazy anyway. The point is, Disney has lost control over Mickey Mouse, and now he's out here killing people in movies. There is one other person, aside from, obviously, Disney, who seems to be completely upset about this whole situation. And that is Reese Frake Waterfield, who was the person behind Blood and Honey. He seems to be upset. Now, the question that I have for y'all is he just hating on the fact that he didn't get to this idea first? Or is there some reason for concern here? Let's see what he had to say. I noticed some stuff on a few of the Steamboat Willie projects that they shouldn't have done. We didn't want to go near that character. Some of these new projects are sketchy. They think that just because something's fallen in the public domain, you can just make up a version of it and then put it out to market and it's completely fine. It's about to get quite scary and extremely costly. I don't know if any of them are going to, try to make them good. That getting repeated all the time, it won't have the same kind of hit. It doesn't have the same kind of longevity for what we're trying to do. I personally believe the only way that this becomes sustainable for us making films is to really focus on doing a select few, the ones we think are best, and making them really high quality. Now, I can already see y'all in the chat. Leader said Blood and Honey was trash. Again, I didn't see the movie, but my people is already telling me that the movie that you made is trash. My other thing is the fact that I hear you talking about the fact that if you keep doing this with public domain characters, eventually it's going to lose all of effect. It's not going to hit the same. Got it. Who else but Mickey Mouse, right? Like Mickey Mouse is even more popular, I would say, than Winnie the Pooh. Who else would you do this with other than fucking Mickey Mouse? This is the guy. You say in here that where is it? You say in here, making films is to really focus on doing a select few, the ones we think are best. Mickey Mouse isn't the one. I could only think of maybe one other character, that being Bugs Bunny, that would be anything equivalent to this. Mickey Mouse is the one that you do this with. And so for that reason, me personally, I kind of feel like he's just hating a little bit that he didn't get to the punch first. That's just how I feel. How do y'all feel? Let me know in the chat. I see y'all already getting in there, and then hey, I see y'all. All right. Another Disney loss. Steven Yeun dropped out of the Thunderbolts. Now, a lot of people have already kind of felt the way. Marcus has said a million times over that he didn't want Steven Yeun to play Sentry in the Thunderbolts. And for what I'm seeing, it's mostly because Sentry seems to be like a buff blonde guy with long hair, and Steven Yeun doesn't really seem to fit the mold. And I agree. But the reason supposedly that he is not going to be in the Thunderbolts is because he's doing a small love story. Let me get this straight. Now, again, these are rumors. Supposedly, he had a scheduling conflict, and people are saying that he's doing this movie instead of the Marvel movie. Even if it's not this movie, I remember a time where actors would want to do the Marvel movie over anything else. Now they're out here saying, oh, well, I got scheduling issues, and they're giving up the Marvel role. The MCU role, you're giving that up for another movie? That doesn't scream good to me. That screams problematic. That screams niggas don't want to do your movies anymore. Not to mention the clear backlash that he would already get because people don't think that he's a good Sentry. But giving up the Marvel role, just that would not be the same thing 10 years ago. 10 years ago, you're giving up whatever you have to do for the Marvel role. Now, this is what we've come to. That's a clear loss for Disney. It's a clear loss for Disney. All right. Dude is hating. Okay, so we think that bro is hating on the Mickey Mouse thing. I agree. I'm forced to agree. I'd take this role over the Marvel movie right now for sure. Better long term for a typical actor's career. You know what? I believe that the seriousness of any kind of MCU movie or any kind of MCU role, it no longer has that oomph behind it. And so, and we'll get into this a little later, an actor who wants to take a serious role and wants to continue being seen as a serious actor may not do the Marvel role because it's just a superhero movie. It's not seen as serious as obviously, a small love role or small love story may be. You know what I mean? If you want to be a guy who's, in Oscar talks, you may not do the Marvel movie. You may want to do a serious movie, a movie that matters. Again, we'll get into that in a little bit because I got another story that's kind of similar. All right. I like this story. This is a good story. So we at the back of the bus have a very short list. It's about 6 to 7 actors. I can name a few of them off the top of my head, but so don't ask me every actor, but we have a list of characters that we would like to see if they decided to recast T'Challa. That list includes Yahya Abdul-Mateen, Trevante Rhodes, Yolande Noel. There's a few actors that we would love to see in the role of T'Challa. Again, don't ask me everyone. I know Marcus has Omar Sy. So there's a few actors, right? One of the actors that are on that short list, and especially for me, is Aldis Hodge. I've seen the way that Aldis Hodge acted as Hawkman in Black Adam, and there was just a lot of characteristics in the way he acted in that role that I would like to see in T'Challa. And in fact, the way he carried himself in that movie was very similar to how I would see T'Challa. Now, again, obviously we all know nobody can replace Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman did his motherfucking thing on that role. But if somebody were to carry the torch after him, I believe that Aldous Hodge has the chops to do so. Well, Aldous Hodge himself would love to play Black Panther, and he says it right here. I want the fans to know that the one role I really want to play is Black Panther. I grew up loving the Marvel world and grew up on martial arts. I still train. When Black Panther came around, he was almost like an African American Batman. Okay, sounds good so far. He then goes on to say, how many African American kids or Latin kids, any kids of any other culture or ethnic group can look at somebody up there and say, wow, I could be that? We don't have that very often at all. In the comic book world, there are a few African American characters. They just need to explore them. This guy gets it. He gets it. He gets it. And therefore, if Aldous Hodge were to make it over to Marvel, because obviously he was at DC, I would love to see Aldous Hodge play Black Panther. And again, Yolande Noel said some similar things. Other actors have come out and said similar things. I just wanted to let it be known that Aldous Hodge is absolutely on that short list. And if it does come to pass, I would love to see him play T'Challa. So that would be a win. That would absolutely be a win, to me at least. So shout out to Aldous Hodge. You know we got to talk about Jonathan Majors. Now this is a pretty intricate plot here. Jonathan Majors is going to give his first interview, an exclusive interview, to Lindsay Davis on Good Morning America. If you're not aware, Good Morning America is ABC. So somebody's going to have to explain to me why Disney, in the form of Marvel, would get rid of Jonathan Majors, but then allow him a chance to speak his side of the story. There's only two answers to me. Now, I may be wrong, and if y'all in the chat and y'all got conflicting opinions, by all means, let me know. I would love to be educated on another side of the story. But I believe either Disney doesn't really want to give him a chance to tell his side of the story, and they could give him really tough questions to answer, or, and here's something likely, is that Disney wants to at least roll out a redemption arc for Jonathan and maybe allow him to gain favor again, and then maybe we can come back to this whole Kang thing. Maybe. Now, I could see that there's some wiggle room for any other explanations. Again, if you got them, show them to me in the chat. But I'm going to show you the clip that they've already rolled out for said interview.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Jonathan Majors, Hollywood actor.
Why did you decide you wanted to talk now?
Now his first interview anywhere since being convicted of assaulting his ex-girlfriend.
Your reaction to that verdict?
What does he now want you to know? The emotional exclusive.
It's been hard. I'm sorry.
Breaks this Monday morning.
You think you'll ever work in Hollywood again?
On ABC's Good Morning America.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Now, aside from his Michael Jordan-esque, Jinko-esque jeans that he's got going on, I don't know what's the deal with a suit jacket and really baggy jeans. I'm not behind wardrobe on this one. Oh, I'm not even on the screen. I'm tripping. Besides his super duper baggy ass jeans, his parachute ass pants, besides that, it's very clear that they are at least rolling out a sob story. He's very literally crying in the interview, which leads me to believe maybe it's a play. Maybe it's a play from Disney to, again, gain favor and show Jonathan maybe in a better light so that they can go back to portraying him as Kang, adding him as Kang. Maybe they'll re-add him back. This wouldn't be the first time somebody has done something controversial and Disney and Marvel have brought them back. There was a whole situation with James Gunn and his whole pedophile schmeal on his old show, and they brought him back. So maybe they just kind of want to see what the response is from this interview, and then maybe they'll give him another shot. That's what I believe. But again, if there's anything else that y'all see, maybe y'all got a different play here. Let's take a look. Tony Robinson says Jonathan should have went on to Club Shay Shay. Not the way that Cat Williams dogged him out. They want to check the response to the interview and see if it's positive, and then so at least have him reprise his role just to have him get killed in the film. Have him get killed in the film, okay. Possibly. Is Dre Mac in the building? Somebody let me know if Dre Mac is in the building. I can't see it. Dre Mac said that this has Vault International written over. Oh, he's not. Okay, because I did see what you're talking about, Gray, and we'll get to that in a second. Marvel is lazy off the bag they made. Okay, yeah, that's facts. Now, the one thing that leads me to believe that maybe this isn't a play from Marvel, or maybe Marvel and Disney are putting out multiple feelers for different outcomes, is obviously they got this interview with Jonathan Majors, but there's also rumors that maybe Coleman Domingo will come in and replace Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror. I don't know what's true, and apparently neither does Coleman Domingo. But Coleman Domingo has addressed said rumors and said, I don't know right now. I'm always looking at what I have to do right now. I know there's talk and conversations around, and I don't know how much is true. I don't even get that from my team. I can't tell if it's true or not. So to me, maybe they're just issuing out multiple feelers to see what they should do. And then from there, they'll go off of that. I honestly, it's a good chess move. It's a good chess move from Marvel. But the best move that they need to make is to just go ahead and rehire Jonathan Majors and let him continue out his story. So simple. But, Marvel has to make things difficult. Also, one thing that I noticed from Twitter, I know Theo was talking about it, and even Marcus from our Twitter was talking about it. Homeboy from New Rockstars is out here with a new narrative. Let's check this out.
Him as a greater threat than the other forms that have been defeated by like spaghettification and ants. Also, by recasting Kang, Marvel Studios would finally break its no recasting precedent. The MCU needs a new T'Challa, a new Tony Stark, new X-Men, and we shouldn't have to wait until 2030 to get them. A bold recasting of the universe's big bad?
I'm sorry, did he say that the MCU needs a new T'Challa? I seem to remember that he wasn't on the recast T'Challa train. I just want to throw that out there. And I want to throw this out there as well. I was watching Dre Max stream. He said some true shit.
How you think those big YouTube channels keep talking about the same thing? Oh, what did we think about recasting Kang? I think Kang need to be recast. Who could play Kang? Kang. Because what they're doing is programming you to think this man is so guilty, he's just replaceable. Do I like the blackwashing that went on with the character? I might not agree with it, but the man is in that position anyway, and he did a damn good job of that position. And he's earned his right because he's that damn good of an actor.
Facts. Enough said. Shout out to Dre Mac. I don't see him in the chat right now, but shout out to bro. I don't think we say shout out to some of our other fellow YouTubers enough. So shout out to Dre Mac. Shout out to everybody doing their YouTube thing. But when you speak facts, I got to put it out there. All right. This one may only be for one person, but I'm going to throw it out there. Megan 2.0 is coming out in 2025, and it seems they don't want to rush a sequel like so many other horror movies do. No. They're going to bring it out in 2025. They're going to wait a little bit, give you something to hold on to in 2025, because oftentimes we see these horror sequels and they're trash because they come out one right after another. Again, this is probably just for Marcus, because Marcus reviewed Megan, the first one. He thought it was okay. And I thought it was interesting because I do see so many times these horror movies, they just rush out sequels. And if I'm a betting man, I would be willing to bet that Megan 2.0 is going to put some things in there that causes it to be viral again. And they're going to spruce it up. They're going to give you a nice little twist. So they're doing things right. I want to shout that out. Let's see here. Audio is good. Thank you, Father. Makes sense. Different tune they play. Yes, facts. Yes, he said MCU needs T'Challa. This is crazy. He was speaking a different tune. Okay. What no recast precedent? Didn't General Ross get recast after an actor passed away? That is also a fact. That is a fact. The world deserves a Static Shock movie and a new Meteor Man remake. Interesting. Not mad at that at all. Not mad at either one of those. Shout out to you, Larry H. Okay. Let's go to the big screen for this one. Okay. I thought this story was funny, so I just wanted to bring it to the world. Even though, obviously, other people have brought it to the world. Imagine, first of all, imagine you're rich enough to own a Peloton bike. Imagine you're rich enough to own a Peloton bike and a subscription. Okay? Obviously, you get onto the Peloton, you're starting your workout, and the trainer's on there bumping music, right? Trainer's on there talking about some motivational stuff, trying to get you through your workout. And all of a sudden, said trainer starts talking about stuff, right? Obviously, in between motivating you, trainer's just trying to, say things just to keep you through your exercise or whatever. And the trainer starts talking about your work, right? I'm not talking about your work on the exercise. I'm talking about your work, what you do as a living every day, right? So if you work at a grocery store, said person is talking about the way you stock things. Or if you work at a bank, said person is talking about how you dispense cash, right? Imagine a person is talking about the way you do your job, and not only the way you do your job, but you're an expert, right? You are one of the best at your job. Imagine you're riding on your Peloton and you hear them just say, yeah, fuck what that person does at work. That's some crazy shit, right? You might even be more motivated. Who knows? But that's some crazy shit to hear, right? Christopher Nolan was riding his Peloton and the instructor decided to give her thoughts on Tenet. You can't make that up. How? Does she know that Christopher Nolan is riding his Peloton? Maybe. Who the fuck knows? I just think that's crazy. She went in on Peloton, low key. Let's see if we can get the clip on here.
Christopher Nolan,
or she went
no
on
stranger to
Tenet.
criticism. Even he, though, was caught off guard when he says he got some feedback from an unlikely place, his Peloton class. During a recent speech, he recalled taking a remote Peloton class where the instructor suddenly began panning one of his films. Internet sleuths quickly deduced that the offender was Jen Sherman, who apparently was not a fan of Nolan's 2020 film Tenet. Take a look.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. What the was going on in that movie? Do you understand? Seriously, you need to be a neuroscientist to understand. And that's 2.5 hours of my life that I want back. I want it back.
Well, Sherman addressed the now.
Fam, you want the 2.5 hours back? You said that, and homeboy just decided to get on his bike, and that's what you said? Damn. I know Christopher Nolan got into the writer's room right after his workout and was like, no, this bitch don't know who she playing with. Tenet 2. That boy went in. He went in on his workout and then went to the writer's room and said, fuck all that. Tenet 2 about to be even better. I don't know. I thought that was funny. I thought that was hilarious. Because I would be pissed if I doled out $2,000 for a Peloton bike just for it to talk shit back to me. Fuck that. That's just me. I'm a different type of nigga. All right. My next story for Behind the Cape. The Rock says he wants to make movies that matter. Oh, hold on. Let me get the screen right. The Rock says he wants to make movies that matter and also focus on Fast and Furious films. Now, ignore the Fast and Furious films. That's clearly just that's headline bait. That's clickbait. All right. Obviously, he wants to make movies that matter, and then he wants to make Fast and Furious films. Ignore Fast and Furious. I'm not even. Bro is going to be in a movie called The Smashing Machine with one of the Safdie brothers. And basically the movie is about a MMA fighter who goes through he goes through his trials and tribulations. I think Mark Kerr had drug issues and all that shit, right? So it seems to be a very serious movie. It's going to be A24, so it's going to be one of those movies. The problem that I have is The Rock wants to make movies that matter, right? So it seems to me that he wants to make movies that are maybe a little bit more dramatic. He's done with the Jumanji and Central Intelligence and things of that nature. He wants to make movies that matter more. So never mind the fact that he's pretty much hired in this case, because as far as actors go, he's very clearly the closest looking to this guy. This guy was a bodybuilder in his off time, and he's an MMA fighter. Who else better to get than The Rock, especially skin tone wise? Look at this guy. He looks like The Rock, right? Somewhat. The face doesn't look like The Rock, but like skin tone wise and all that, he build. I mean, this guy's kind of The Rock. So never mind the fact that you were basically hired for this role for that, right? You're in this to make movies that matter, but then what the fuck was this about?
Now, what you're going to see here is why the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
The hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change. The hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
The hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
Things will never be the same, because the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
Okay, so then obviously, Dwayne, that was a movie that mattered. No? Yes, it was a superhero movie. We got to get past this fact that superhero movies aren't Oscar gold, right? That doesn't matter, right? You saw something in Black Adam, right? And you were also a producer, executive producer, if I'm not mistaken, on Black Adam. You saw something in that role and in that movie that made you feel like that movie mattered. And it wasn't until James Gunn came through and said, you know what, that movie no longer matters, that you started saying that movie doesn't matter, right? I just don't like the tone in saying that I want to do movies that matter. Well, to some people, Black Adam kind of mattered, and for you to just kind of move on and kind of play this salty role, like, yeah, well, I'm on to movies that matter. You did a movie that was supposed to have mattered, so keep that same energy. Just because James Gunn is doing his own thing doesn't mean that your movie and the movie that you tried to help make doesn't matter. I didn't like that tone. I definitely feel like that was a little tone deaf of him to just be like, I want to make movies that matter. Well, you've already made movies that matter. I think that was my last Yep. Okay, that was my last story. So let's go to the chat. I know chat thought the fucking Peloton story was hilarious. Tenet 2, bitch, who are you? Hell yeah. I'm telling you, Christopher Nolan. He was in there. After he worked out, on the bike, he was working out that pin. Facts. Talk shit back. Hell no. And you pay for a monthly subscription to that bike. A pretty hefty monthly subscription as well. No one is going to be like, if you thought I killed Rachel Dawes off that, you ain't seen nothing. That's funny. Nobody blows themselves in front of the world like The Rock. We just watched a 30-second video that proved that. Rock still thinks he's cutting promos for WWE. I'm high on power and I want change. I just didn't like that, man. How you gonna sit here and act like none of that shit even mattered? Like, bro, we went to the movie theater to see Black Adam because we thought it mattered. It absolutely mattered. Don't talk this shit now just because other people, critics and other white people said that shit don't matter, right? It mattered. It fucking mattered. All right, chat. What y'all talking about? Y'all talking about anything else? Did y'all like the Behind the Cape? Y'all fucked with it? I fucked with it. It was longer than last time. Last time the video came out to like 5 minutes. I'm like, I gotta give the people a little more. I mean, I don't want y'all to think I'm not giving y'all a little bit of effort. You feel me? I'm trying to give y'all a little bit of effort in Marcus's absence. So, ta-da! Ta-da! What'd y'all think about Behind the Cape? All right, I have to get the W's and L's up. Oh, no, y'all don't see this. Y'all don't see this. No. You don't see none of that. Shout out to Gray. Gray, I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't been on Twitch in like 2 weeks. I'm going to start doing that shit again. I got content lined up. I'm not going to start today. I'm going to start tomorrow, I think. So if y'all haven't subscribed to my Twitch yet or if y'all haven't followed my Twitch yet, I'm trying. I'm going to get some content out there. Josh, good to see you, bro. I miss joking with you. Tony Robinson, you bring flavor to this chat. So does Gray, so does Leader, so do a lot of y'all. But Tony Robinson, thank you for the flavor that you bring to the chat. You a funny nigga. Salute. All right. Are y'all ready for W's and L's? Because I'm ready for W's and L's. I got a lot to talk about. So let me get into it. All right. I don't know if y'all can see the whole thing. Let me make sure I pull this out so I can show you everything. All right, we got Trey the Truth. We got Seti the Entertainer here. Oh, I didn't even do the intro. I'm tripping. W's and L's, the weekly recap show where we give a dub to the things that we don't. Shit. W's and L's, the weekly recap show where we give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. Better. Much better. All right. As you can see, Trey the Truth, Cedric the Entertainer. Earlier this week, Trey the Truth and Cedric the Entertainer gave out free coats to the homeless in Houston. I believe Cedric the Entertainer was doing some kind of show, and we'll get to that in a second. Cedric the Entertainer was doing some sort of show out in Houston. Trey the Truth seemingly was giving out coats to the homeless. Cedric the Entertainer wanted to come through, show his love, maybe contribute to it. And, you know, I thought, what a wonderful way to start 2024 by doing something so nice for the people, right? To me, it feels like you're storing good karma for 2024 by doing things like this, right? You're coming out here, you're giving coats to the homeless, right? Right before your show. You're about to make money, so you figure, why not give back to the people in the city that I'm about to make some money in, right? That's good karma. You're storing good karma for 2024. In fact, I want y'all in the chat and all y'all watching on the rewind to know that it's good to do things like this, if not for anything else, to store good karma, right? It's selfish, I will admit, but if you're not going to do it for anything else, do good to store good karma, okay? Cedric the Entertainer, I feel like, was just trying to store good karma for 2024. All right, you can see him out here. He's with Trey the Truth. He's standing on something here because he's not as tall as Trey the Truth. He makes the joke. So I want to give a dub to Cedric the Entertainer for starting the year off right, giving coats to the homeless with Trey the Truth. That's big. That's big. The only problem with that is that seemingly it did not work. I lost my clip. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on, y'all. got 2 seconds. I'm gonna try to find this this clip of Katt Williams talking about Cedric the Entertainer. That would have been a perfect lead in, but of course my dumb ass didn't have the clip up. I had to restart my computer earlier. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Let's start here. Shout out to I've Been Preach. Anyway, great on Cedric the Entertainer for storing good karma for 2024. Because damn if he doesn't need it for the shit that Katt Williams had to say in the Club Shay Shay clips. Damn, said. First of all, he called Ced a walrus. Absolutely unnecessary. Unneeded. But what's even more flagrant is the fact that Cedric is out here stealing clips. Stealing jokes, sorry. He's out here stealing jokes.
And you couldn't hear the damn thing when it cut off. It looked like this. You flossing in a 6-shift convertible.
All right. I'm trying to be a little concerned with what clips I show because I'm sure I'm going to get some sort of copyright notice, right? So I don't want to show everything. I don't even want to touch the Club Shay Shay clips. But in the clip of Shannon Sharp, or in the clip of Katt Williams interviewing, Jesus Christ, in the clip of Shannon Sharp interviewing Katt Williams not only called Cedric the Entertainer a walrus, said he doesn't write his own material, but also claimed that Cedric doesn't even write his own material. He steals from other people. And in that clip that I just showed you, he did a clip that was in the original Kings of Comedy that Cedric the Entertainer basically did almost verbatim. I'm going to try to show this clip, but I'm pretty sure it's going to probably get a copyright notice, but I'm going to show it. This is what Cedric did.
Y'all move to the moon, damn it, we coming to the moon. Oh, we'll be right behind y'all in space shuttles with Cadillac grills, niggas. Look at just rolling, one headlight out. Tags be all wrong. All base. Y'all know we'll drive a space shuttle too. That's right up our damn alley. A space shuttle is long. They ain't scared no black folk. We'll drive a space shuttle. We grew up driving long cars. We'll drive a space shuttle like it's a 72 deuce and a quarter. We get us a cigarette. We be in a space shuttle like it's a 72 deuce. We get
Yeah, he stole those jokes.
Yeah, I got the clip from I've Been Preach. Anyway, point is, there are multiple things in these two jokes that are very similar. First of all, the incorporation of music, the fact that, if I'd have shown the clip even longer, the turning of the wheel and kind of having a little dance. There's multiple things about that joke. I think even Cedric the Entertainer had the car or the spaceship break down or some shit. There's multiple things in that joke that are the same as Katt Williams' joke. I'm inclined to agree with Katt Williams in accusing Cedric the Entertainer of taking some parts, at the very least, of the joke. There are a lot of things that Katt Williams said that I didn't agree with. And I wanted to let it be known that I didn't just wildly agree everything that Katt Williams said, including reading 3,000 books a year. What else did he say? He said something Damn, he said something. Oh, 3,000 books a year. I think that's cap. And then also he said that Disney sued him for the Cat in the Hat name because he used to go by Cat in the Hat. Now he goes by Katt Williams. Disney, from what I'm aware of, never owned Cat in the Hat. So Disney would not have sued you. Now, I'm sure you got some cease and desist letters from somebody, but it wasn't Disney. So there are some things to the stories that he tells that aren't 100% factual. I believe him when he says the thing about Cedric's joke. Also, and Tony Robinson pointed out that Cedric also took the pop locking and breakdancing joke from Scruncho. Shout out to Scruncho. Scruncho's hilarious too. But yeah, I'm inclined to agree with Katt Williams on that. Also, Katt Williams pointed out the fact that you can't find any Cedric the Entertainer special on Netflix or Tubi. That was a bar. That was a fucking bar. Not completely true because there is one Netflix special, but from what I've heard, it's not that funny and not even really worth checking out. I like Cedric the Entertainer, but from what I've heard, because I haven't seen the special, it's not that funny. So that was a bar, and while not 100% true, somewhat true, and I couldn't remember any Cedric the Entertainer special that I seen outside of Kings of Comedy. So now also, he mentioned Steve Harvey stealing from Mark Curry. I believe Abba and Preach also have that in here as well.
This whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had.
Halloween was a trip. Halloween, we couldn't afford no Halloween costumes. Hey, kids, please. Mama sent us down to the liquor store, put boxes on us. We didn't know what we were. I don't know what we are. I don't know. She didn't tell us. I think we UPS, I guess. I don't know.
You've heard me say that every Halloween I had the same outfit on. Every year. I just had a brown box. No, it wasn't nothing sad. I asked my father, could I have a new outfit? And he said, no, just wear the same one. It was just a brown box. And he just told me to tell everybody I was a UPS man.
Cedric doesn't.
Yeah. So we just heard Steve Harvey tell essentially the same joke that Mark Curry told, down to the UPS punchline. Now, if Steve wanted to be seen as credible in that sense, he has a show. So he probably should have, I don't know, included maybe a picture of him in a box as a kid. If said joke was true and said joke was real, that's just me. Maybe he didn't have a picture, but I would have tried to include some kind of proof. I also want to say that I do believe that black comedians do probably do some form of stock jokes where some of the jokes are probably similar in format and punchline, but the thing that you're supposed to do is change it enough to where you make it your own. I do believe that some black comedians do participate in using stock jokes, but here in this case, Katt Williams clearly had a joke and it was only his. It was not a stock joke, and Cedric took some aspects of it. That's just what I've come to the realization of. That's just me. It's my opinion. I'm not heralding it as facts, but that's what I believe. Katt Williams also said some things. Again, I don't want to show too many clips of the Club Shay Shay thing. I feel like they're probably tight on copyright as it goes for that. But when you see the video, when I post the W's and L's, hopefully I will have edited some parts in. I just don't know what I can do on live stream. Katt Williams also said that Ricky Smiley had gone on to Club Shay Shay and said that he was the one that was supposed to be Money Mike and Friday After Next, and that Katt Williams was supposed to play the Santa Claus, who was the thief at the very end. I think we got some indisputable proof from Ice Cube himself, so I'll let him speak to that.
Can you show me Ice Cube? You know, all these guys I know are funny as hell. You know,
He kind of draws on for a little bit, so I can't remember exactly where the clip is.
Or doing their thing, and I knew that they were great and that they could act, and that you know, if I have opportunities, you know, Cat was 100 on a few things. Most of what he was saying, a couple things, you know, I just want to clarify. When we bring in a new, you know, comedian, we do have them try out for different roles. So Ricky did give Money Mike a shot. But when we saw him and, you know, we kind of saw how he moved and how he was, you know, auditioning, we decided that he would be a better, you know, Santa Claus, which was, to me, the perfect casting.
Okay. So, again, he just a little slow of speech, I guess, for me. Maybe I'm just impatient. But basically, he just corroborated the fact that it is true that Ricky Smiley did audition or do some kind of take for Money Mike, but they felt it was best for KATT to play that role and for Ricky Smiley to play the Santa Claus, which, yeah, everything else that KATT had to say about that specific part, about how it wouldn't even make sense for Ricky Smiley to play the pimp and all this shit, absolutely true, because I don't see Ricky Smiley playing a pimp. It doesn't make sense for his following, because his following seems to be a following that wouldn't approve of playing a pimp. But then, yeah, everything else makes sense. Like, it just doesn't seem like that'd be the perfect role for him. Therefore, KATT came in, did Money Mike, stole the show. I say all that to say that if anybody deserves a dub from this situation, aside from maybe misremembering some of the facts and keeping it 99 as opposed to maybe keeping it 100, maybe just due to the fact that he can't remember everything, Katt Williams gets the dub because from everything that I've seen from Katt Williams, it seems that he's telling the truth. So the one thing that I could verify for sure, me personally, is that it don't seem like there's a lot of Cedric the Entertainer specials out there. And Ced has to hold an L because you started off 2024 so well just for you to... And then all the people who were coming out and trying to provide their response, I'm not playing all that shit. But they look even crazier. Just ignore it, right? If you did or you didn't, who gives a fuck? The best thing to do is just ignore it. That's my take on Ced and Ricky Smiley and everybody responding is stop. Just we don't even want to hear it. Just let it pass. Ced, I feel like you've stored enough karma for 2024. Just ignore it and move on, and maybe you'll get that Netflix special. All right. Is that good enough for Katt Williams? Are we good? Did I cover most of the aspects? I know he talked about Jonathan Majors. I know he talked about Ludacris, and I know he talked about some other things. I'm not going to talk about everything, y'all. He talked for like 2.5 hours plus. The joke about Jonathan Majors was kind of funny too. Let's see. They were different enough. I don't think the jokes were all that different. The jokes were pretty similar. He also saw the breakdancing. I already said that. Total ripoff of the joke. He's pop locking as we speak. It's only stealing if you get caught. Oh, damn. Yeah, no, he definitely got caught. Comedians also use writers who will definitely steal material. That is a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. So even if the person doesn't know that they're stealing it, the person that you collaborated with probably threw some stuff in there, or maybe you threw some stuff in there that you didn't intentionally realize right at the time, but you went back to some things that you remembered unconsciously and threw that into the joke. Ari Spears said Katt Williams' outburst won't change anything. While Ari Spears is probably right, he's got more things to worry about than Katt Williams. Him and Tiffany Haddish have more things to worry about than Katt Williams. Cat had everybody coming out with non-denials and freestyles. Plus, he had 7 different people trending, plus Netflix and Tubi. That shit was so funny. Tubi was out here like, oh, it's just you and me, Netflix. We're the ones. And Netflix was like, girl, I don't know you. The fuck? That shit was hilarious. I don't like brands jumping into things for the memes a lot because it's just corny as fuck. But that was funny. I thought that was hilarious. All right, got to get off the Cat Williams train. What is this next thing? Oh, okay. Apparently my tabs are out of order, so I'm going to go off of what I have here. Charlemagne gets another dub, y'all. I don't know where this is coming from. This recent enlightening awokenness. I don't even want to say that shit because that's not what it is. This recent enlightening, at the very least, from Charlemagne on the Jonathan Majors situation, and now this situation, crazy. Charlemagne, if you don't know, who doesn't know, is a host for The Breakfast Club. And throughout the years, specifically the last election, I have found fault, as well as Marcus, has found fault with how The Breakfast Club has kind of become a safe haven for presidential candidates to get their point across to black people, even though they have no real substance for black people, right? So people like Joe Biden can just come to The Breakfast Club and talk about whatever they want to, even though they don't really have no substance, right? People like Kamala Harris can come to The Breakfast Club. People like Hillary Clinton can come to The Breakfast Club, and they can get their message across to black people, even though they don't have anything of real substance. I'm going to show you some examples of this.
Looks like Joe Biden has stuck his foot all the
this year. They have things they want from you, and one of them is a black woman running mate. What do you say to them?
What I say to them is that I'm not acknowledging anybody who is being considered, but I guarantee you there are multiple black women being considered. Multiple.
Charlemagne had a follow-up question, but got interrupted by someone off camera saying their time was up. The radio host instead invited Biden to come back, but Joe's response was off-putting.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
The comment may have been directed.
First of all, it's not even a response to what he said. Not only is that a gaffe, but it's not even a real response. The man said he might have, this is a crazy pause. I'm going to back out of that. That man was staring at me kind of crazy. The man said, I want you to show up to New York because I might have some more questions. And his response was, you got some more questions? Well, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. It's not even, who is advising you? What is that? Okay, so that's one example of them just getting on the platform and just talking out of their ass to black people however they want to.
Into the myth that black folks don't want law enforcement.
Here's some more pandering. I gotta find them. I'm so unorganized today, y'all. My fault. I literally had to restart my computer because I could only hear out of one side of my headphones. And so now all of my fucking tabs are all in disarray. But somebody had the fucking, here we go. Timestamps. Okay. Okay. She said this shit.
We need to legalize.
Have you ever smoked?
I have.
Okay. Like in
And
college,
I inhaled. I did inhale.
Okay.
So she just got on the Breakfast Club and told y'all, I do smoke weed every now and then. And yes, I do inhale. Give me a KD of that good shit, y'all. I'm going to inhale that shit. Puff, puff, pass. And then she said this shit.
What was on? What song was it?
Oh my goodness! Oh yeah, definitely Snoop. Tupac for sure.
I love me some Snoop and Tupac, y'all.
You know who I really love is Cardi B.
You like Cardi B?
I really
Y'all
do.
know I love me some Cardi B. Y'all know I'll be playing that shit all the time. I'll be in the White House playing that Cardi B, y'all. Like, come on, man. Like, the pandering. The fucking pandering. Is this another clip? Oh, okay. So basically, we get it, right? People go to the Breakfast Club and they just go up there and say whatever they think y'all want to hear so they can get y'all votes. And then when they do get y'all votes, they don't do shit, right? They don't do anything of any kind of substance. And so it seems to me that Charlemagne has realized, oh shit, I let them use my platform and then they didn't do anything when they got elected, right? We started to see this when Charlemagne asked Kamala this.
Do you think Joe Manchin is a problem?
It's Joe Biden.
Yes, I got the clip from Rational National. We're here for the clip, okay?
Issue seriously.
All right, who's the superhero that's gonna speak against Joe Manchin? No, I want to know who's the real president of this country. Is it Joe Biden or Joe Manchin?
I'm sorry, I interrupted. I don't think the vice president can hear you. It's Simone. I'm so sorry, Charlemagne. We have to wrap.
She can hear me.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me, Madam Vice President?
So I'm sorry, we got to wrap.
Oh.
So I'm sorry to interrupt.
They're acting like they can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, so who's the
I
real?
can hear you.
So who's the real president of this country? Is it Joe Manchin or Joe Biden, Madam Vice President?
Come on, Charlemagne.
Come
on. It's Joe Biden.
I can't tell sometimes.
No. It's Joe Biden, and don't start talking like a Republican about asking whether or not he's president.
Do you think Joe Manchin is a problem?
It's Joe Biden, and I'm vice president, and my name is Kamala Harris.
All right.
Let me get this white man on screen. Yeah, so obviously there was some sort of enlightening or some kind of light switched at some point during their administration, during some time where Joe Biden was obviously in office. I can't think today. I'm unorganized today. Obviously, there was some sort of enlightening from Charlemagne while they were in office, right? That made him ask that question. And now, Charlemagne, God damn it. I hate that. I had everything perfect. I had everything lined up where it needed to be, and then I had to go and fucking restart my computer. Now everything is, I gotta find shit. Okay. Imagine you felt like, this is what Charlemagne said in this interview to Politico. Imagine you felt like you never got anything from the government ever, and you don't know how politics work. You just know you got this check in the mail with Trump's name on it. You will feel like you did something. Okay, now Charlemagne's talking about people who are uneducated. But the point is, he said this bar. This is a bar. In 2024, it's a race between the cowards, the crooks, and the couch. Charlemagne suspects that the couch will win because people don't trust either side, the Democrats or the Republicans. So at the very least, it seems like Charlemagne has finally realized that it's very possible that the Democrats are not willing to do shit for black people. They'll get in your face and tell you that they will do shit for black people, but that does not mean that they will absolutely do it. They just want your vote. It should have been apparent when Joe Biden said what he said. You ain't black if you don't vote for me. But at the very least, it seems like Charlemagne's platform is not directly for sale. He said some things that were wrong in this article, but he did say some things that were correct as well. Charlemagne apparently doesn't consider himself now a Democrat or Republican, a position he says allows him to call bullshit on empty campaign rhetoric politicians spew when they decide it's time to engage black audiences to wrangle up votes. He's learning. The boy is learning. The boy is learning from his mistakes, and for that, I give him a dub. He's not completely right, and there's some things he may need to fix, but he is at least learning. So for that, he gets a dub. Okay, let me see this chat real quick. That laugh is evil. That cackle makes me sick. She likes those artists for real. If you know, you know. Montel Williams, go take her back. That's why her masculine butt didn't get the press secretary job. Bobblehead Harris. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I don't fuck with Kamala. I don't fuck with her. It's just something. Well, we know there's something about her. Trump did what he wanted while in office. That I don't have the power line is BS. Yeah, Charlemagne was wearing the cape not that long ago. He was. I'm telling you, it was almost like the Breakfast Club was for sale to the Democratic Party during the last election. So hopefully he goes forward, and that's not the case this time. It's not the case this time. Tells them for we'll see. Okay. On to my next dub. This dub, all right. I'm going to paint this for y'all. I'm going to show y'all this clip, and then I want your thoughts on it. Now, because there's a little bit of delay on the live stream, I'm going to play the clip, then I'm going to go into my next dub. So I want to see y'all reaction to this clip that I'm about to play right now, and then I'll come back for your reaction, okay? Cool. We got it? Good. Cameron has also gone through some sort of enlightening, and it's a perfect time for him because it seems like he's getting pretty popular with his show with Mace, and he decided to use his platform to say this.
Listen, man. Hey,
I'm
man.
looking at my license. It doesn't have color on it though. It doesn't.
Cause your face is the color now. What year did you get your license? I don't know. Different states have different stuff.
year?
We don't even gotta go into the license. When you go fill out a test when you in school and they ask you this, that, and the third, this, that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. And I know we gotta get back to our topics. We already a few minutes in. I'd rather fill in black than African American. Because Africans don't even fuck with us.
Wow.
Because they don't.
And Americans do?
Well, you're American, Mace. You're born in America. When you go to the Olympics, and when I say African American, you go over there, they call us Yankees and all that. They fuck with us, but we're not from the motherland. We're from America. So I'd rather say I'm a black American. When we go to the Olympics as a country.
That was at least the gist of it for me. It took a while for him to get into it. And again, that's probably because I don't have my timestamps anymore. But basically what he said is that he doesn't necessarily view himself as African American. He views himself as a black American. Now, obviously, the term American, that part of it, some people probably have some discrepancies over. But the fact that we are born in America is why he probably says black American. But he believes that he's black. He is not African American because he's not from Africa. He's black. So I just wanted y'all thoughts on that. So again, I'm going to go on to the next dub, but y'all give me y'all thoughts on how y'all feel about that. Cool. All right. This dub is actually brought to you by Chillmonger. Chillmonger's in the chat, so shout out to Chillmonger. This is brought to you by him, if I can find it. No. Yes.
Tetris has long been touted as a video game that just can't be beaten because it just goes on and on. Well, 13-year-old American Willis Gibson has technically proven that wrong. He beat the original Nintendo version of the game by reaching such a high level that the coding froze. That left the program unable to generate any more falling blocks. As a mother, I would just say step away from the screen, go outside, get some fresh air. Beating Tetris is not a life goal. Speaking of fresh air, let's get a look at the weather.
Okay. So Chill sent me this and I responded to him. Obviously, he's saying dub in the chat right now. I told him that not only does that kid get a dub for beating Tetris, which I didn't even know you could fucking do, right? Beat Tetris, she gets an L. That lady gets an L. That lady gets a fucking L. Why are you out here talking shit on this kid for beating Tetris? He beat Tetris at 13. He's a 13-year-old kid. Let him live his life. He beat Tetris, all right? Maybe afterwards he'll go and read a book or do his homework. But for right now, we're talking about him accomplishing something that nobody else has, supposedly. So let's give him his flowers. Stop being a negative Nancy. What the fuck is wrong with you? What y'all know about Tetris? Man, what? My dad put me on. I know about Tetris. What you mean? I never tried to beat it. Take that same energy to Contra. I'm not taking that same energy to Contra without cheat codes. Cam, okay. All right. So dub to the kid because he did something that supposedly nobody else has done. Shout out to him. That's a huge feat. At 13, L to that lady. Fuck her. Fuck that reporter. All right. I would kill me some Contra. I'm telling y'all, I would not. You said, what do I know about Tetris? I know about Tetris. The only thing I really know about Contra is the cheat codes. That's all I know. But I wouldn't be able to kill no Contra, but I'll fuck some shit up in Tetris. All right. Pops put me on, and now I'm a Tetris champ. All right. Fuck you mean. Anyway, back to Cameron. What are we talking about? Let's see. Charlize Theron is African American. Yeah, I mean, well, that's probably what Cam feels like. I get where both sides are coming from. Just American. I don't get Cam's take. Black is his race. African American is his nationality and ethnicity. It ain't that hard. I didn't got into an argument with somebody last week about the whole, ethnicity and everything like that. I get it. Okay. Yes. Black is, in this case, his race, and then African American. Well, American would be his nationality because, again, he's not from Africa. So I guess his response to that would be he's not from Africa. So how is he African American? How would that be? I guess my question is, how would that be his nationality? Right. Oh, well, you said ethnicity. Okay. I'm learning. I'm here to learn. She's fake and she's been exposed. Married a Jewish. Oh, Kamala. Okay. She's fake and she's been exposed. Married a Jewish dude talking about they celebrate Kwanzaa. She said that. She said they celebrate Kwanzaa. That's crazy. Even Asian people have called out how often she code switches. Facts. KATT says the man say he black, he black. Okay. Nothing wrong with the term black. I don't think I necessarily feel like Zero Cam Center in an Ohio-based chat. That's a fact. He used to get in Ohio, so we can't talk shit about Cam. I just thought what he said was interesting, and from a standpoint of, do you feel like you're black or do you feel like you're African American? I just felt like that was an interesting conversation to bring up. Again, I don't think there's any wrong or right side. If anything, I give Cam the dub for bringing up the discussion, right? Because I don't feel like you're wrong if you feel like you're black. I don't feel like you're wrong if you feel like you're African American. I don't feel like you're wrong if you feel like one is a race and the other one's an ethnicity. I don't feel like any of y'all are wrong. I just feel like the discussion was worth talking about. So shout out to Cam. Shout out to y'all for engaging with me in that. But again, we just all here to learn. We're just all here to kind of figure it out. Let the government say they're going to pay reparations and watch Cam change his mind quick. Chill out. Cam gets his reparations just like the rest of us should. Nobody calls natives the Reds or Latinos the Browns. True. That's true too. Hey man, I fuck with all. Oh, nobody is black. No skin looks as dark as the bar on the bottom of your screen. Sure, but that's the term we've come to seemingly agree to outside of African American is black. So it's just the term that we decide to use. So shout out to all y'all for engaging. I fuck with that. It's just a discussion. We're just having a discussion. Nobody's right. Nobody's wrong. Okay. Kid won Tetris. I gave him a dub. All right. On to my L's. My first L is going to... Who does he coach now? Shit, I probably should have looked that up. Hold that thought, y'all. I got to look this up. Again, mad unorganized today. I apologize. Head coach for the Rockets. I'm giving an L to the head coach of the Houston Rockets, Ime Udoka. Not only did this man cheat with some woman in the organization when he worked for the Boston Celtics, but it cost him not only his job, but his relationship with Nia Long. But not only his relationship with Nia Long, now it's costing him even further because this man is now going to owe Nia Long $32,500 a month in child support. I'm not going to say you was right. I'm not going to say you was wrong. I'm just going to say that black man to black man, even though you got it, right? $32,000 a month hurts me. I know it hurts you. Even if it doesn't necessarily hurt your pockets, hearing that number hurts. I know it does. And even more than that, you lose $32,000 a month, and you lose Nia Long, and you have to relocate. Now you in Houston, so maybe I'd rather be in Houston than Boston too. So maybe that's a dub for you. But damn, $32,000. Woo! I'm hurting inside for you. Ooh. And then look at Nia Long, y'all. I'm just saying. Now, what's even crazier about this story is his monthly disposable income is $465,804, which is crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That his monthly disposable income is almost $500,000. But we not pocket watching over here. The crazy thing is that they were able to get it. It would have been possible for them to get $56,389. So almost double, but they settled and mutually agreed on $32,000. Dog, my pockets are like tightening up as I say these numbers. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't even know if I don't know if I aspire to be rich anymore. I don't even know if I care anymore. Because if that's the problems I got to deal with, Big was right. More money, more problems. Now I have to give her $32,000 a month until this kid becomes 18. Like, my brain hurts. I can't even fathom that. So huge L goes out to Ime Udoka, because not only did he lose a bad one, but now $32,000 is leaving his pockets every month. Now he ain't hurting because, again, $465,000 of monthly disposable income, but that hurts me to say every time I say it. $32,500 monthly. Ugh. Let me see what the chat talking about. Redskins, the Commanders now. All right, Kev. All right, Kev. Hurts me just seeing it. Thank you. What I tell you about playing them away games. Damn. You know what I mean? Like, it just, the reason I know they do is because I heard them do it on the mainstream. 32 racks for support. He gets an L. He absolutely gets an L. Plus, he lost a bad one. Let's not overlook, he lost a bad one. I don't know too many women in the Boston franchise that you can be with. That's colder. Not only that. Okay, so let's just play this game, right? You at work, right? You're married, or I don't know if they were married. Were they married? I don't think they were married. They just had a kid together. You're in a very long-term relationship. I think they were going to get married. I think they were. Let's just search it. I want to make sure I get this thing right. Ime Udoka. Personal life. Okay, they became engaged. Got it. That's what I thought. Okay, so imagine you're engaged to a woman, right? She bad as fuck. Like, everybody wants her and shit, right? But you at work, right? And you got yourself a work wife, okay? Things start kind of escalating a little bit. Work wife starts talking kind of crazy a little bit. Work wife starts texting you when she shouldn't be. Things start escalating a little more. Y'all start to engage in a physical relationship. But remember, wifey is probably one of the baddest women on the planet. Everybody wants wifey. And then things come to the light. Things start coming out about your relationship with work wifey, right? Things are getting a little more tense at home. Nia probably knows what's up. Wifey at home probably knows what's up. Boom, right? Everything comes out. Your fiance is out of there because she knows now that you done cheated. She's out of there. So now you don't got this baddie at home. You're probably not dealing with work wifey because it's too hot at work now. And come to find out years later or a year later, you now have to leave $32,000 to your fiance for child support until your son turns 18, which won't happen for 6 years. I'm just saying, that's a L. I can't think of any situation that's not an L. The only thing that would make that better is if work wifey looked better and looked better than Nia Long. Even at Nia Long is almost 50 if she's not 50. She's still one of them ones. Now I understand a nigga gonna cheat, you know what I'm saying, if he got the opportunity to. Like, it don't matter if the girl's better looking or not. I see the chat right now. I don't care how good looking a person is. Somebody is somewhere tired of their ish. I get it. I understand. I get that whole philosophy. But I'm just saying the situation is an L. That's all. He deserves an L. Kev Z 24/7, don't sit there and tell me that he don't at least deserve an L for losing his baddie and $32,500 a month. I've stayed on this topic way too long. Let's move on to the next one. I'm giving an L. Let me get the full screen. I'm giving an L to us. And as us, I mean hip hop connoisseurs. Because we have also lost a real one. You feel me? When it comes to this hip hop shit, there is not too many. Well, okay, there's a lot of people, but let's just say we lost somebody who I find to be very entertaining. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking hip hop, entertaining. This person must be a lyrical genius, right? This person must be Rakim. This person must be Jay-Z. This person must be Lupe Fiasco. This person must be Spinbar. This person must be Cole or Kendrick or Drake. No. We have lost somebody that, me personally, I find to be one of the most entertaining people in hip hop. Well, not lately. Lately, this person has fallen off on entertaining me, but this person has some of the funniest moments in hip hop. That person. Ah, shit. Wrong one. Where is it? That person. Let me get the screen right. That person is Iggy Azalea. Look, I know what y'all are saying right now. Y'all are looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. Y'all are thinking that setup was crazy. Why are you giving this much time to Iggy Azalea? It's because of moments like this, y'all.
Splash! You feel good? I feel fucking hot. Tire marks. Finish line with fire marks. When the relay starts to move on the way train. Master, she know the pants got spit like a plaster. Raptor, bench, did like go like dash, faster, motorbike faster. He gotta get a bitch, pass to the rapture. White bitch go back and blow like a wind. Perhaps your rooftop in the wind. When I win, no, when I win a leg up like she got hoes on call. Got hoes on call to come through, take a protocol. Just damage it, that's my protocol. This many Australians on slow, so no camera. I don't care who you are. No killer rap, gotta give it to you.
We haven't even gotten to the best part yet. I just want y'all to know how hard it is to try to stay on rhythm because I'm black. I have rhythm. And she's not rapping on rhythm. I just want y'all to know it's really hard to do, but I'm going to keep doing it.
Like she got hoes on call. Got hoes on call to come through, take a protocol. Just damage it, that's my protocol. This many Australians on slow, so no camera. I don't care who you are. No killer rap, gotta give it to you raw. Pitch 1 point, when the pass me the joint, gotta twist this beat. I'm spraying my joint. Drink crack rap. Walk till the pop, who go to the race, city, no ticket, yeah, should he do it? I'm no diggle from motherfucking man. It's Iggy, not Jigga.
It's Iggy, not Jigga. It's Iggy, not Jigga. That's right. That's right. She gives you moments like this and y'all don't appreciate it. I see y'all in the chat. She gives y'all moments like this.
When I go to Oakland, it's like, you got into me this
and y'all don't appreciate it.
Yo, Wonder, give me a beat, Wonder.
A beat?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I want y'all, okay, I kind of rushed into that transition. I want y'all to hear what Sway says, and I want y'all to hear her reaction.
Morning.
Uh-oh.
Yo, Wonder,
Right,
give me a beat, Wonder.
A beat?
Yeah.
She is a rapper, and Sway says, give me a beat. She says, a beat? Am I supposed to rap?
Uh-oh.
Man, just give us a hot 16. if you can.
I cannot give you a hot 16 to this.
Sway, she's telling you. Sway, she's telling you she can't give you a hot 16.
Yo, Wonder,
right,
give me a B, Wonder.
Oh,
You're expecting way too much, Sway.
Uh-oh.
Man, just give us a hot 16 if you can.
I cannot give you a hot 16 to this.
She's telling you she cannot give you a hot 16, but she gonna try, and she can't do it to this beat, right? Okay.
About a guy I was dating.
Oh,
She's gonna give you some bars about a guy she was dating. I want y'all to hear just a clip. Just a little clip. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about Iggy, not Jigga. You know what I'm saying? This is Iggy, not Jigga. You know what I mean? I just want to give y'all a little clip.
Oh, no, Tip, how many spins you need? Tip, just tell me what you need, man.
Come on, man. Max me out, homie. Max me out.
And Sway,
T.I. in the background is annoying as fuck.
Did you like that?
You know your artist is not shit.
Do you feel a certain type of way to make you tingly?
No, but tell me the story. I want to hear
All right,
it.
I'm going to tell you. Ready?
Go.
He got a house on the hill, sits in the valley. Said he trying to move on with life, but he still want to be a good daddy. So I sit in a ride because I don't want us overlapping. She spending money on Mac, that's cute. I get checks from them in Paris. Better check my tax bracket. What you think was gonna happen? Nagging, now he's leaving, and y'all broke up like madmen. These exes excessively hating on the next bitch. She no housewife, just desperate. I know you trying to let go, but accept it, cause the whole world is watching, and the paparazzi is flocking, and we flash.
All right, it's too much heat. It's too much heat. My headphones are getting hot. It's fire. It's too much fire. Okay, so her amazing freestyle, her legendary godlike freestyle, right? Got some reactions. So much reactions, right? So much legendary reactions that I figured I'd show one to y'all just to say goodbye to Iggy, just to say goodbye. You know what I'm saying?
But hey, but
if I can find it.
If you don't make it, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have a party on the pavement outside.
Definitely.
T.I., what are you talking
have a
about?
party on the pavement. Always. So you
always
can
going to have a
outside.
party on the pavement.
Right.
All right, let's get some reactions from the crowd.
Be inside, too.
Oh, you want to be?
All right, I'm going to have to find the timestamp. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to see this anymore as much as y'all do. Shit. Okay, well, I can't find it. I'm just going to have to go through the clip. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man.
My third single's going to be great. Change that.
Grand
That's
hustle,
going to be change
ladies
your
and
life.
gentlemen.
Oh, sorry, y'all. I have it here.
A beat.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Man,
Because the whole
I just want to commend John from Tennessee for doing this.
world is
Legendary
watching,
reaction.
Paparazzi is flocking. And we
Anthony Fantano couldn't give you a better reaction.
flash it when we drop in and we shut down your party, man. His and her.
John in Tennessee, go ahead. What
John
you
in
want to
Tennessee.
say?
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
Oh, come
John
in
we got to hear it again.
His and
Hear his
John in
reaction.
Tennessee, go ahead. What you want to say?
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
Oh, come
The only thing more fire than her freestyle was that reaction. Legendary. So, happy trails to Iggy Azalea. I know you have more things to worry about, like your OnlyFans. That's really the only thing you have going on right now. But happy trails to Iggy Azalea, absolute legend in the game. Yeah, that took way longer than it should have. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, let's see here. Everybody's laughing. I almost spit out my drink. Yeah, because she's the GOAT. Iggy would give Busy a run for his perp. Stop. Stop. Eminem is the only white rapper that can flow effortlessly. The rest struggle, even the half decent ones. Yeah, okay. Mac Miller wasn't really giving bars, but he made great music. He made pretty good music. She got bars. Keita, chill out. Never go full. Okay. Yeah, no, it's a fact. A beat, what are those? Yeah, she has no idea. Wait, where'd T.I. go? T.I. got out of the distance because he knew she was going to freestyle. He didn't want to be behind that shit. He didn't want to stand behind that. T.I. is a person who I like to think stands on business. So he ain't going to stand behind that shit, even though he signed her. Most new rappers can't freestyle. Yeah, and most white females can't freestyle. She got reactions, all right. She had all kinds of dogs and cats barking and meowing all over the place. Facts. Facts. All right, we got to move on. Okay. I'm giving an L to Emmanuel Acho. I think that's how you say it. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've actually heard his name said. Who gave the worst take on football. And again, I don't watch the NFL, but I know this shit is bullshit. Who gave the worst take on the Chicago Bears? Let's take a listen.
Hit on 4 players. If you're talking about easier to hit on 1 player in Caleb Williams than it is to hit on 4 players. If you're talking about trading that #1 overall pick for all these other picks, now you got to hope that Marvin Harrison hit. Then you got to hope that the tackle you draft hit. Then you got to hope that the other pass rusher hit, as opposed to simply hoping that Caleb hits. It's easy.
That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Okay, so let me give some context. What he's referring to is the fact that I believe the Chicago Bears have 1 pick, or do they have 2? I can't remember. What he's referring to is basically giving up 1 pick for multiple picks. And he's saying that it would be easier to go with a sure bet in Caleb Williams as a quarterback than it would be drafting 4 players. That's right, I'm being silent because I need y'all to digest that. That doesn't make sense. You have 4 chances. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 chances to pick a good player. That means if 1 player is not good and 3 of them are, what does that tell you? If 2 of them are bad or bust, you still have 2 other fucking players. If 3 of them are bad, you still have 1 player that's good. 1 out of 1 or 0 out of 1. It's fucking simple math. That doesn't even make sense. Not to mention, Caleb Williams has shown you time and time again that he's probably not going to be the player in the NFL that you think he's going to be. So never mind the fact that a #1 draft pick can absolutely be a bust. Never mind the fact that you already have a quarterback that if you just put the pieces behind him, he will probably be great. Never mind any of that shit. If you have a chance to draft 4 players, you're likely going to at least do good with 1 of those players, as opposed to hoping that the 1 player that you drafted is good. It's just simple math. It's a numbers fucking game. It's a fucking numbers game. It's as simple as that. That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I heard it last night and I had to include it in my W's and L's. That's enough talking about sports because I don't want to talk about sports until later. There's a special W or L that I'm probably going to add into W's and L's, but I'm not doing it until later. I'm not doing it until after. I'm not doing it until I edit the video. All right. I've got one other video. I've got one other story. I've got one other video. To me, this is probably even funnier than the Iggy Azalea. Are you ready? John Legend has been roasted over his 50 Cent 21 Questions duet. This is probably the funniest thing I've seen all week. Another thing that I saw late last night, and I had to add it to the W's and L's. Okay, people on Twitter are saying things like, laughing my ass off. Not this Selma version. No, thank you. John Legend made the song sound like a Negro spiritual. Somebody even said, Nate Dogg rolling in his grave listening to this nigga butcher his hook. Now, I'm sure some of you might be fans of John Legend. I know that John Legend at times can be good. Now, he's got good songs out there. He's got Green Light. He's got Ordinary People, right? So it's not like he's not talented, right? But I'm inclined to agree. This is probably the worst replacement that I've ever heard in my life. It's so fucking bad. Let's listen.
Would you still have love for me, girl? You see you love me now. Say what? Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me?
That was bad. I'm playing it again.
Like that, and we can have a little treat, you know, like that. And we can go do it tonight, and it's like that. Girl, you see you love me now. Say what? Would you love me if I was down and out? What? Would you still have love for me, girl? You see you love me now. Say what? Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me?
Okay, all right. Let's go back to those responses. Not this Selma version. John Legend made it sound like a Negro spiritual. Dog. Are they not true? Is that not true? Does it not sound terrible? It sounds awful. He's like yodeling during the hook. I have reason to feel like Nate Dogg was absolutely rolling in his grave. R.I.P. to Nate, first of all. Hook legend. I'm not going to get into it, but hook legend. Hook God, right? And that was bad. That was bad. Like, why was he, what was that inflection in his voice? Who told you to do that? Who told you? Look, the hook is not that hard to do, right? Sing normally. We don't need the inflections. I'm going to play it one more time. I have to. Just so you can hear the inflections. Oh, shit.
And we can have a little treat, you know, like that. And we can go do it tonight, and it's like that. Girl, you see you love me now. Say what? Would you love me if I was down and out? What? Would you still have love for me, girl? You see you love me now. Say what? Would you love me?
Look, I've got a lot of reasons why I should hate on John, but in this case, I'm just going to say you're from Ohio. You just got to do better. All the GOATs come from Ohio. Matter of fact, Cat Williams from Ohio, right? John Legend is from Ohio. All the GOATs come from Ohio. LeBron James, I need you to participate in more GOAT-like behavior and not sound like a GOAT while you're singing the hook. That's all. He absolutely sounded like the Thor goats, the goats from Thor, the screaming goats. So I thought that was one of the funniest things I've seen all week. Anyway, that is my dubs and L's. What did y'all think? What other stories should I discuss? I had a story that I wanted to discuss that I had a joke for, and I feel like it's low-key offensive. So I don't want to say it anymore. I shouldn't even said that because I feel like y'all are going to goad me into saying it. But what are y'all dubs and L's? What are y'all stories that y'all feel like I should discuss? I'm going to wait for chat to go ahead and talk about that while I listen to more John Legend. No, I'm not. Let's see the chat. You might as well got Trey Songz. Trey Songz would have yodeled as well, but it would at least fit better than that bullshit. Trey Songz is a yodeler for sure. What in the Negro spiritual is going on here? The way he drags now, down, out is killing me. That's the point. Like, what is that inflection in his voice? He does it on some of his songs and it fits because it's your song. It's how you do it. When the song is already crafted for you to sing it a certain way, why are you adding that? That's how he sings. Voice ain't suitable for every track. Thank you, D. Steezel. That is how he sings, and he adds it to a lot of his songs, and it fits when he does it on his songs. When you're singing somebody else's song, it's like Marvel, right? You've got the source material there. Just do the thing. Just do what people expect. You don't have to go all out. I'm just saying. Be quiet, John, before nigga is out here singing Negro spirituals in the field, picking cotton. Please, Master, can I sing my song? Y'all ain't right. I'm not okay with these slavery jokes. I'm not okay with it. Y'all gonna chill. Y'all getting to the scrussy level, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all been in these chats for our live streams, y'all starting to get to scrussy level, okay? Dial it back. Dial it down. Josh, you did a masterful job. Leader, appreciate you as always, bro. I even included you in that short. I don't know if you saw the short of Kevin Gates. I included you in a short just because you've been a real one. I want to give you a dub for your stream today, although Iggy almost derailed it. Iggy didn't derail it. Here you go again. This is why you ended up in that short, because I didn't believe you. I think that Iggy did not derail the stream, okay? Iggy made the stream even better. Iggy being in this W's and L's list made it that much better because she graced W's and L's with her presence. She is a legend, and you're going to treat her as such, Iggy, leader. Please, Master, can I say my... Okay, I already said that. Okay. Well, he started it. Just saying. Yeah. So, yeah. It looks like none of y'all want to hear my super duper offensive story. So we're going to keep it at that. Do y'all have anything else that y'all want to discuss this week? Is there anything that I missed? I don't think there's anything I missed. The one thing that I did miss is the thing that's offensive, I feel like. I clearly want to tell y'all. Obviously want to tell y'all. I'm just going to bring up the story, but I'm not going to say the offensive thing. That's what I should do. That's absolutely what I should do. All right. Let's see if I can find. All right. Some of you may have heard that there was increased presence of police. So much so y'all can see it in this picture here. They're lining up the street outside of, I believe it's called the Bayside Marketplace in Miami, right? And so people got online after they saw the viral video of all these police, and they started saying, oh, there has to be something big for all these police to show up, right? And obviously conspiracy theorists start talking shit, and they said that it's aliens, okay? That's the gist of the joke. I'll let the guy from Miami Police Department tell the story.
All right, guys. So just to address a few clips that are going viral on social media right now. First, our response to that big incident in Bayside Marketplace. What happened was there was about 50 or more juveniles that were shooting fireworks at people. There was also some looting going on. So officers that were on that scene were having a little bit of trouble containing it. So they called what is called a citywide 3, which every officer in the city responded. That's why you saw so much police presence for that call to contain that crowd. Now, there is now video going viral of 8 to 10 foot aliens walking around.
Sorry, y'all, hang on 1 second. I'm going to tell the joke. I'm just going to tell the joke. So it may be offensive to some. I'm just going to tell the joke, but be forewarned that it may be offensive for a certain group of people. But it's just jokes, okay? I'm not negative about this certain group of people. It's just a joke.
All right, guys. So just to address a few clips.
I don't like Instagram because it doesn't allow me to make this full screen. It doesn't allow me to fast forward, but you get the gist. There were potentially aliens in Miami. So let me go ahead and pull this thing up so I can tell the joke. Let me tell the joke. See, now at this point, if I tell the joke, it's not even going to seem all that offensive. I think it's a little offensive, but it's kind of funny. But it's not that funny. All I was going to say is, all right, let me give some energy to it. Shit. Okay. There's aliens supposedly in Miami. That's a little strange because I feel like we've always known there were aliens in Miami. So much. What is that noise? Where's that coming from? Joe fucking Biden interrupting my joke. Jesus Christ. All right, let's do that again. Okay. I thought there were already aliens in Miami. They've even got their own little neighborhood set up in Miami. It's supposed to be a joke on illegal alien immigration. See, it doesn't even have the oomph. Joe Biden interrupted the joke. I didn't do it during Dubs and L's. It don't even hit no more. It's okay. The joke was that aliens, Cubans. I shouldn't even brought it up. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, that derailed W's and L's, if anything. The Iggy thing made it. The Iggy thing was perfect. That derailed W's and L's. That probably just ruined it for y'all. Anyway, y'all got any other stories? I'm not seeing any other stories. I think I'm going to take off. I've been in here for 1 hour and 45. Y'all know I've only been giving y'all 45 minutes a stream. For New Year's and Christmas, I gave y'all 45 minutes. I was in and out. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all throwing the laughter. Y'all are capping right now. Y'all are capping. That's bullshit. Y'all know that wasn't that funny. Stop. I thank you. I appreciate y'all. It wasn't that funny. It didn't hit. Joe Biden heard aliens and said, not on my watch. Not on my watch. Anyway, y'all stupid. Y'all stupid as hell. I gave y'all an hour and 45 minutes. I'm damn near giving y'all 2 hours almost. And I didn't give y'all no ads. What? No ads? We need to make some money, y'all. This channel needs to make money. We about to start throwing ads on y'all. I'm about to throw like 3 sponsorships of video just to recoup. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be brands that y'all fuck with, but you know, we gotta start paying some bills around here. Anyway, I want to thank y'all for showing up. Y'all been some real ones like always. I still see y'all throwing the emojis in there. I thank y'all for making me feel like I did something, but I know I ain't do shit with that joke. That joke was trash. Anyway, shout out to all of y'all, man. Shout out for y'all making it a great stream. We got 19 people in here currently right now. That's a high. That's one of our highest numbers. I think for the day we've had like 21, but shout out to y'all for showing out in droves. I know y'all wasn't going to skip Christmas to come kick it with me, right? I know y'all wasn't going to stop drinking the Henny, right? And the champagne for New Year's and come kick it with me, but I appreciate y'all doing that for me today. If y'all want more, like I said, come join my Twitch stream. Twitch/itsjtg. I'm going to put it in the comments. I'm going to make some actual content this week. So just go over there, follow your boy, right? And then we're going to get it cracking this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about playing some Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm thinking about making some content, some reactions to some videos. It's going to be a good time, bro. Just show up, bro. Twitch.com/itsjtg or just search It's JTG. I'm going to be there. Gray knows. Gray's in the chat right now. He's telling me to get back on Twitch. It's a good time, you feel me? I was playing the finals. I got good at the finals for a second there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to play some of that. I'm going to play some Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm going to react to some shit. Come join me on Twitch. Matter of fact, hold on. Now I gotta come back. Now I gotta come back full screen. Hang on. I'm gonna give y'all the I'm gonna give y'all the low. I'm gonna upload the low. Eventually, I want to do some Grand Theft Auto role plays and shit like that. Like I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to do some fun things on here. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna drop the low on y'all. You feel me? That's the link right there. Copy it, put it in your browser, and come follow your boy. Look at me. I'm struggling out here. I got 7 followers. That's probably because I don't upload as much. But I'm going to try to do some things over there, so make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all come slide on the boy, you feel me? And on that note, I'm going to go back to the other screen. I fuck with y'all. I thank y'all, squad homies. Y'all always been some real ones. Shout out to Leader Gray, D Steezel, Keita, Tony Robinson, Critical Mass, Chillmonger, Perp was in here earlier. Shout out to Dre Max since I used his clip earlier. Sean Image. That's all I see. I think that's it. Mr. Tube U92, Kev Z 24/7. You feel me? Shout out to all of y'all. Y'all been some real ones, and I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. I hope y'all come through. And did I say Tony Robinson? I said Tony Robinson, right? Shout out to Tony Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to all of y'all. Y'all been some absolute real ones, and y'all been some great squad homies. And on that note, I'm out. Aside from that, I found out that Sesame Street was actually started for inner city children, but mostly black children. Which I did not know, but the people who had created Sesame Street and yeah, no, I'm back. I'm absolutely back. I don't know why the video keeps doing that. It's the second time it did that in a row. So if it does it again, I'm just going to end stream. I like that little video. It gives y'all a little clip of what we do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to play the clip again, and if it stops again, I'm just going to end stream. Love y'all. Aside from that, I found out that Sesame Street was actually started for inner city children, but mostly black children. Which I did not know. But the people who had created Sesame Street and wanted to, like I said, make something that was for inner city kids who weren't being educated properly in the situations that they were in.
And then they put it on HBO? Josh, this is fucking freaky. This is fucking freaky. I didn't touch anything. What the fuck is happening?
That is crazy.
What the fuck is
didn't touch
happening?
anything.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I am fucking scared. What the hell is this? Ew. Dog, what the fuck is happening?
Bro, it heard me say Sesame Street.
No, but this is supposed to be my profile. Why is it flooded with fucking Sesame Street? No. Okay, mommy must have added on another profile for MJ. Jesus.
That is hilarious.
I was scared as hell. I was like, this motherfucker is listening all the fucking time.
Paula Patton and her chicken.
My God.
I think definitely deserve an L.
Poor girl. Poor girl. She clearly either wasn't paying attention or her mama been wilding. But I have a hard time believing that her mom been wilding because how you ain't caught salmonella? Why you ain't got bird flu? You know what I'm saying? You cooking wings like that every time you fry chicken, somebody should have died by now.
I can't imagine it's that good considering she's also seasoning grease. Grease got to be black as hell.
There was a massive sex trafficking ring that got busted up in Florida last week. I think they got like 40 people or something like that, including 4 Disney employees.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that took a left turn.
Some
40 was crazy already, but 4 Disney employees? Jesus.
But listen, the craziest thing about this bust is the fucking like the press conference that they gave to give out all the information about it. So the sheriff is up there, right? And he's describing what's going on. And it's just like, it's almost like he's trying to be funny. Like we gotta put the clip in there. And he's like, then we go to Jared. Jared thought he was talking to a goddamn 13-year-old. Well, I'll tell you fucking what.
Newsflash. It wasn't a very young child. It was a group of detectives.
Wow. We apprehended Jared at the hotel when he showed up with things to perform sexual favors on the kids with.
That's right. He ran from us.
Now here's Jeremy Johnson. And Jeremy Johnson didn't even have the decency to show up.
So we traveled to Gainesville to get him. Or we had the Alachua Sheriff's Office travel for us to get him.
We had to use the next county's sheriff's department to go pick him up and bring him here.
So if we'd arrested 2 child predators, that would have been a grand slam week. But we got another one.
Now here's Amal. Amal is a Disney employee.
That's right. I didn't stutter. He was a lifeguard at the Polynesian Resort for Disney and was bragging about that.
Amal thought he was talking to an 11-year-old girl.
Surprise. Once again, undercover detectives.
Well, not today, partner.
What is
not
from
today.
Chris Hansen?
So I went to Google, I put Pinky Doll naked, and I click on pictures. And what I see, there's a lot of page. You keep swiping and swiping. It don't stop.
I go to Google, and I search my name, Pinky Doll, and what do I see? Pictures. And I keep scrolling, and what do I see? I see the link.
I'ma sue all of you. All of you are gonna sue you. I'm gonna sue you. Y'all wanna play with me? You allow other people post Pinky Doll? Really? Cause you know you're about to get paid? Well, guess what? I'm about to get all that money.
I'm going to sue Google. I'm sure Google is very happy that you're going to sue Google and not them. But yeah,
I made fun of you of an accident earlier today. That was pretty fucking accurate. That was pretty accurate.
I go to Google.
Man, fuck your camera. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Come on. Hey, yo, check it out, motherfucker.